Hello, everyone. And I know everyone's getting ready for July 4th weekend. So am I. So today's session is going to be very peaceful and calming because we have a spirituality and meditation counselor and guru joining us live from Sri Lanka. This can apply to anyone out there. I mean, our company is focused only on women's wellness, specifically women who are going through perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. So I'm going to welcome Sanjeevna. Thank you so much
No.
for joining me. And you can
Thank
start,
you. It's a
please.
pleasure.
Thank you. So I'm going to let you start as far as, let's just talk about, on a very high level, all these modalities, right? Spirituality, meditation, energy healing. How can it impact our soul, right? How can it help us? And then you can talk a little bit about what are the different tools that women can use or anyone can use for that matter.
Yeah. So thank you very much. So the talking about the soul and our life, no? And the existence. So we can see there's a pattern, and then it's affected a lot with energies. Energy, if you take it into two parts, it's like the physicality as well as the mentality. That is associated with so many things. Actually, we are connected and interconnected with everything. Huh? It could be in a positive way as well as a negative way. So since we are in this program, we are giving priority to ladies. So let's talk on that aspect. So as a child or infant or a little child or a wife or a mother, no, or even an elder lady. So in each exam, we can see because in spirituality, I have been following this for like more than 20 years now, because it was I wanted to really know how our body works, how our mind works, and then most of the things, because I also studied psychology, counseling, no, the modern things, and you can see it's branched out in a big way now. There are so many types of and so many topics, but in ancient times they used to go to the roots of it. I'm not condemning them. I'm telling they are very nice, no, very helpful for many people. But when you see, like, you can go to the back to the roots of things, and then it becomes a much more easier fix. Uh, and not only that, not only to fix things, you can how to say, you can upgrade your life. You can how to say, the physicality as well as the mentality, because we go to the depths of it, and if you know the science of it, you can do so many things. And this is not something you have to depend on somebody also. Okay, so as spiritual friends, we can be supportive. But these have been there for like thousands of years, either from which part of the world or which country or something. It came up through somebody, and then and it's associated with any kind of religion. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be in some specific. And actually, to be honest, you don't have to change the way you are living now, even. Uh, but things will turn out to be for the better. So since we are talking about this, we can see, like, since it's about ladies, no. So I have a sister, I have a mother, no, and friends. So likewise, we can see like how the difficulties they are going through, no, and especially if you are talking about the middle age part, because it's a huge transformation period, no? So we can see like they are going through especially a lot of pain, no, and not only physical pain, even emotional, in these kind of times. Like you see their difference, no, the way they are, even their attitudes, no, and how they are reacting, no, and because it's understandable, no, because the pain and the changes in their body, and especially in a transition period, no, in the like especially the middle ages, we can see like. So what happens is when you implement these things, one thing, especially the mind, in from ancient techniques, like uh, so we have heard about earth, wind, water, fire, right? The elements. So we are all compromised. We are made up of these elements. But the different part is we have a soul, or we call it a mind also. Huh? So even outside things, you can see, like for instance, a plant grows. If you take good care of it, it becomes a strong plant, or a tree even. and then later it bears fruits, even flowers and fruits. And then there's a time that it's at its peak. Then later what happens is, then slowly it deteriorates. uh, Same as per any other objects, no? So, but the in a human being, for beings for that matter, the mind as well as the soul plays a huge aspect in them. So if you can put lot of things, because there are some things, okay, there are materiality or energies that are karmic born according to the karma. That's why each individual is unique and specific. They have their differences, right? And then there are according to the food, there's according to the nature. And then important factor which we can do a lot of things with, we call it mind-born materiality. For example, a person is angry, no? You see the whole body and everything starts changing. Huh? Even the way they talk, way they act, no? All of these things. So, and especially you can see all this becomes very, how to say, maybe the complexion changes, no? And becomes very rough, no? For that matter. But think of a person when they're happy or more peaceful. Huh? Everything, the smiles and everything, even it affects our eating patterns, sleeping patterns, and actually totally to tell you, it's our whole life. And if you believe in reincarnation and all past lives and things like that also, it connects all the way for the past, the present, as well as the future.
Sure, sure. So that's, I think that's great. So I think what we are looking for is some practical tips, right? When women can do by themselves, like, so is it like, what are the different things that women can do? Like, should they meditate for 5 minutes every day?
Oh, yeah.
As an example, so maybe you can run us through a simple meditation for 2 minutes. You know how women can sit down and do that. What other tools can they use? Right, the practical tools. That's what I
Okay.
think would be helpful for everyone who's listening.
So there are so many tools, so many tools from so many techniques, so many methods, traditions, so many things. So we can use the breath, which is very close to us. This is like a main key factor that is keeping us alive, even right from the time of our birth uh, until now, even in the future. So you can use pranayama, you can use kapalabhati, you can use simple breathing methods, or you call it mindfulness of breathing. So many things. And then there are the chakra meditations. And if you want to go really deep, there are like the energy meditations. And then if somebody really wants, maybe you all have heard, we call it concentration meditation of samatha. uh, and then we call it the jhana or dhyana. They are very powerful, very strong. And you can even just stay like conceiving your energy and all, or you can boost up your energy. That affects the whole body, even cures sicknesses. It's possible. And then there are the four elements meditations and all. Then you can, how to say, you can use that energy and focus on some part of the body. You can use either the fire element, the water element, and you can balance the metabolism. You can do so many things. Uh, and then, for example, if you use the breath, uh, so this is, we think it's just passing through our nostrils and going to our uh, lungs, and okay, the blood circulation and all this happens, right? And then the impurities come, which is true in a way. But actually, later we understand there are even the energy flows that go through all through our body. Uh, There are actually 6 types. So it's very nice. It's like first you don't know about a computer, right? And then you start figuring things out. So the body is like the hardware, and then the mentality, the soul, and all these things are like the software. So we need both of these things together. So if you
Okay.
like, I can just show like a very simple method.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That would be very good.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, yeah, this is a quick 10-minute session we bring on a daily basis. So just a quick
Uh-huh.
demo will be good. And then we open it up if Barbara has any questions. Thank you.
Okay. So please sit comfortably, any place, any place. It you can do any in any posture, anywhere, any place, anytime. That's the best beauty of it. And let's use the breath because it's a very simple tool. You don't need all these things and all. It's very close to us, right? So take a few deep breaths. if you like, close your eyes, or you can keep them half open, and just try to actually, it's you do some things and then it equals relaxation. What we just say, you try to relax, no? Okay. So yeah, just try to loosen up and take a few deep breaths. We'll do it a few times. This is the easiest and the best and the closest, because meditation seems the most practical way. Okay, we can learn, we can study, we can do many things. We can do duty, we can do service, but this is a very close bridge that connects from the problem to the solution, from the past to the present, like that. Huh? So we'll take an intentional few breaths, fill out your lungs, and then exhale. Again, take a deep breath and relax. You can take from your nostrils and then release from the mouth. Now let's try to loosen up the body, because when the body is loose or relaxed, the mind naturally tends to relax. Maybe you have heard of savasana in yoga. So slowly go to the top of the head. We'll do it in a quick manner, but when you go specifically, it's so nice and you can do so much things with this. So try to go to the top of your head and try to loosen up the muscles. It's like our hand is clenched, no, the fist is clenched, but we let it go because we don't need to have that stress. Then come to your forehead area. Try to release all those thinking lines and everything. Now come to your eyebrows area. Then just let it drop. Then your eyes, these are especially places where we feel a lot of tension. Then just check upon your tongue, the mouth, and just try to release the jaw muscles. Just let it drop. You feel much, much more comfortable. Then the back of the head, check upon your neck area, the back of the neck, and especially the shoulders. So if you can just let them drop, like you're hanging a coat or a suit, you feel much comfortable. Then let's use, because we don't have much time now, use like the whole wide area from the upper part of your uh, arms across the chest to the other side and the back of the upper back area. Try to loosen it up. Then let's go to the lower part, the lower arms, part of the arms, your abdomen, then the other arm, the lower part, and right up to the lower part of the back. Just try to let it dissolve or loosen up. And then check upon the area you're sitting upon. Try to be comfortable. And just like the arms, the legs, the upper part, the lower part, right up to your toes. So just let this. And if you feel little even comfortable, later it becomes very fast, as well as it's just like one flow. Now just if you feel even little bit more comfortable, just try to stay within that frame, the framework of the body. And just try to be there without trying to do anything at all. So you can do it a few times when you're practicing by yourself. You can do it in a lying posture even, or either seated in a car, or at the office, at home, just for 5 minutes even. So now slowly bring your attention from your toes all the way up to the upper body, and then across your heart, and come and check upon the breath. Maybe you'll feel the breath is more subtler now. Because when the mind and the physicality is working hard, or we are stressed, the breath also becomes more grosser. And just try to be just like you were in the framework of the body with the breath. And whatever you are going through, even tiredness, just see each in-breath brings new life and energy, just like as it goes right up all the way through your body. And then each exhaust takes out all that pressure, tiredness, and even the toxins out. So if you like, you just stay there. There are so many methods, so many ways we can do. Even just sitting like this, it brings a lot of new energy and releases a lot of negative energy out. So when you are done, slowly come upon your eyes and then slowly open your eyes. If you want, you take a few
No, I
good
think
breaths.
it's beautiful. This is a quick session that we bring. Barbara, you have any questions, any comments? You're welcome to unmute yourself or put it in the chat window. Like I said, this is a quick 10-minute session we bring on a daily basis. It's not meant for any medical advice or anything like that. We talk every single day on a completely different topic. And today's topic was using these different modalities. So any questions, any feedback, anything before we wrap up? Okay, any feedback on what kind of topic? All right, great. Thank you. Yes. Love the meditation. Yes, this was a quick 2-minute meditation that I had requested. We had requested from Sanjeeva. But so that you know, we are actually launching programs for specifically for mid-aged women going through perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. So check us out. We would love your feedback, and we appreciate the support. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me, Sanjeeva. Thank you.
Okay, you're most welcome. Thank you for having me.
Sure. If you have any website or anything you want to share, you're welcome to do that. And
we started like some time back, like a charity website. It's the same name actually, no? It's not like a proper propaganda thing or anything, because we didn't have a name, no? So everybody said like let's put this name, no? So
that's
it's
very
just,
nice.
we are trying to help children. We are trying to help sick people, even animals. If you just go there, you can see it's just sanjeevana.com, because actually the name, we took the meaning actually, it's like a revival.
Yes, beautiful. So, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Barbara, for joining me. And have a happy July 4th. Thank you. Bye-bye.